My rich brother said, "You're too poor to sit at the main table at my daughter's wedding." I nodded. No problem. My response was to call the venue, which my father-in-law owned, and cancel the entire event due to a private booking. His family drama became a logistical nightmare. I, 34 male, got the text from my brother Vincent, 38, while sitting in my 2015 Honda Civic outside my daughter's school. Reading it 3 times didn't make it any less insulting. "Hey, need to discuss seating arrangements for Sophia's wedding. Given the guest list includes several business associates and important families, we're keeping the main reception tables for immediate family of similar social standing. We've arranged a lovely table for you guys in the side room. Same menu, just more comfortable for everyone involved." Translation: "You're too poor to sit with us." My wife Elena, 32, saw my face change. "What's wrong?" Showed her the text. She read it, then laughed. Not a happy laugh. That dark humor laugh when someone's crossed a line they don't even know exists. "He doesn't know, does he?" she asked. "Nope." See, Elena's dad, Roberto, owns half the premier venues in the state. Vincent had chosen Rosewood Manor for Sophia's wedding, a gorgeous estate that happens to be Roberto's crown jewel. My brother had no clue about the connection because I'd kept it quiet. I work in IT, live modestly. Never mentioned that my father-in-law could buy Vincent's successful car dealership chain with pocket change. Elena called her dad. Put him on speaker. "Roberto, Principessa, how's my granddaughter?" "Dad, quick question. The Rosewood booking for next month, the 18th, the Williams wedding. That's Vincent, right?" "Let me check. Yes. Big elaborate thing. Why?" "He just told Matteo we're too poor to sit at the main table." Silence. Then he said, "What?" "Me, side room, Roberto. Same menu though, so that's nice." "I see. Well, unfortunately I just remembered we have urgent maintenance scheduled for that date. Complete renovation. Very sudden." That's unfortunate timing." "Very. I'll have my manager call them today. Full refund, of course. We're not monsters." That evening my phone exploded. "Vincent, what did you do?" "Had dinner, helped Isabella with homework." "Why?" "Vincent, Rosewood just canceled. Maintenance, they said. The wedding is in 3 weeks." "Wow, that's unfortunate. Every decent venue is booked. This is a disaster. Can you call around? You might know someone." The audacity. Assigns me to the poor table, then wants my help. Me, I don't really move in those circles, remember? Different social standing and all. "This isn't the time. Sophia is devastated." "Have you tried the VFW hall? Very reasonable rates." He hung up. Elena was reading in bed when I showed her the texts. "Almost feel bad for Sophia," she said. "Same. She's always been sweet." "Want me to fix it?" "Nah, let them figure it out." 2 days later, Vincent's wife Patricia called Elena. "Big mistake." "Patricia." "Elena, darling, I heard your father owns some venues?" "Ella, he does." "Could you possibly ask about availability? We're in such a bind." "I could, but aren't we supposed to be in the side room? Wouldn't want to overstep our social standing." "That was just..." Vincent misspoke. You know how he is. "I do actually, that's the problem." Patricia started crying, actually crying. "The wedding is ruined. Sophia won't speak to us. 300 guests and nowhere to put them." "Sounds like a you problem, Patricia." Click. I high-fived my wife. She doesn't play. But the entitlement was just warming up. Vincent showed up at my house that weekend. No call, no text, just pounding on my door at 8 a.m. Saturday. Vincent, in his designer suit at my doorstep. "We need to talk." "About? You know about what?" "Fix this." "Fix what? Your venue had maintenance. How's that my issue?" "Don't play dumb, Matteo. I know you had something to do with this." "That's a serious accusation. I work in IT, not hospitality." Vincent pushed past me into my house. Bold move. "I've provided for this family for years. Helped mom, kept the family name respectable while you..." "What? Fix computers?" "I fix servers actually, but continue." "I've worked hard to get where I am. And right when my daughter, your niece, needs help, you pull this?" "We pull what? Did I schedule maintenance at Rosewood? Do I control venue scheduling now?" Looking around my modest living room. "You've always been jealous of my success, my position. This is pathetic revenge." Isabella walked in, still in her Harry Potter pajamas. "Uncle Vinny, want pancakes?" Barely glancing at her. "Not now, kid." That pissed me off. Isabella's face fell. Me, actually, Vincent, time to go. We're not done. We are. You just dismissed my daughter in my house. Out. You'll regret this. I'll make sure everyone knows what kind of brother you are. Cool. Make sure to mention the side room thing. People love that detail. Update 1. 1 week later. The smear campaign started immediately. Vincent told anyone who'd listen that I'd sabotaged Sophia's wedding out of jealousy. My mom called, upset. Mateo, what's happening? Vincent says you ruined Sophia's wedding? Did he mention why the venue canceled? Maintenance, he said, but he thinks you're involved somehow. Did he mention assigning us to the side room because we're too poor for the main reception? Silence. T. What? Explained the whole thing. She was quiet for a long moment. That idiota. I'll talk to him. But Vincent doubled down, started a family group chat without me, apparently painting himself as the victim of his bitter, unsuccessful brother. My cousin Luis screenshot it for me. Vincent in the chat, some people can't handle others' success. Instead of working harder, they tear others down. Sad, really. Aunt Rosa, family should support each other. Vincent, exactly. All I wanted was a beautiful wedding for Sophia. Now she's heartbroken. Luis sent me a beer emoji privately. He knew the real story. Then came the desperate moves. Vincent found out about Roberto through some digging, showed up at Roberto's office. Security called Roberto before letting him up. Roberto told me about it over dinner that Sunday. Roberto, your brother's something else. Walked into my office like he owned it. Demanded I give him a venue. Seriously? Oh, it gets better. He tried to negotiate, said he'd put in a good word with his dealership connections if I helped him out. He tried to bribe Dad with car deals? Then he mentioned you, said I should talk sense into you about family loyalty. What'd you say? Grinning. That family loyalty includes not treating relatives like second-class citizens. Then I had security escort him out. But the peak entitlement came when Patricia enlisted Sophia. Sophia called me crying. I almost caved right there. Sophia. Uncle Matty. I don't understand what's happening. Dad won't explain, the venue's gone, and he says you won't help. Sophia, honey, did your dad tell you about the seating arrangements? What seating arrangements? Me. Ask him why he wanted us in a different room. Different room? What? That doesn't make sense. No, it doesn't. Talk to your dad, sweetheart. An hour later, she called back. Different tone entirely. He said what to you? About money? I'm so sorry, Uncle Matty. I had no idea. Not your fault, Soph. Mom's trying to fix it, but everywhere's booked. Dad's being himself. I'm sorry you're caught in this. Can I ask you something? Could Elena's dad really help? I'd ask myself, not Dad. He's burned that bridge, clearly. That hurt. Kid was suffering for her father's arrogance. Let me talk to Elena. Elena overheard, shook her head. She's sweet, but no. Vincent needs to face consequences. She was right. Harsh, but right. Meanwhile, Vincent's desperation escalated. He tried everything. Called my boss claiming I was having family issues affecting my work, told relatives I was mentally unstable and vindictive, actually drove to my neighborhood and tried to survey neighbors about me. Mrs. Chen next door told him to get lost. Posted on social media about family betrayal without naming names, but obvious to anyone who knew us. Each move just dug his hole deeper. Update 2. The situation exploded when Vincent found a venue. Some country club an hour away with a last-minute cancellation. Expensive, inconvenient, but available. He sent a mass text. Despite certain people's attempts to ruin Sophia's day, we've secured a beautiful venue. Sunbrook Country Club. Bit of a drive, but worth it for our princess. Then came the kicker. New seating chart attached. We weren't on it. Vincent texted me separately. Since you've shown your true colors, you're no longer welcome. Don't want toxic people at my daughter's wedding. Me understood. I'll let Isabella know she can't see her cousin get married. Whatever helps you sleep, bro. Elena was furious. Not hurt, furious. He uninvited Isabella, an 8-year-old? That's when she went nuclear. Called her dad. Dad, that country club Vincent booked, don't you golf with their board president? Frank? Yeah, why? Just curious about their policies on hosting discriminatory events. Discriminatory how? Excluding family members based on perceived economic status. Specifically, telling people they're too poor to attend. That's not great for their image. Frank's big on inclusivity. Just got that diversity award. Interesting. Well, if someone were to mention that the Williams wedding explicitly excluded family for being too poor, including a child, that someone might find their venue reconsidering. I didn't even know about this until 2 days later when Vincent called, screaming, "You called the country club?" Me? I've never been to a country club in my life. Vincent, they're reviewing our booking, something about their values. Weird. Maybe they have standards about their clientele. This is extortion, blackmail. I'll sue. For what? Venues choosing their events? Good luck with that. He hung up, called back an hour later, different energy. Defeated. They canceled, refunded the deposit, but canceled. Damn, wedding's in a week, right? Don't pretend you care. I cared 3 weeks ago. You decided I was too poor to matter. What do you want, Mateo? An apology? Fine, I'm sorry. 4. The seating thing. The seating thing? That's what you think this is about. What else? Me. You told me I wasn't good enough to sit with my own family. Then when you faced consequences, you tried to get me fired, turned family against me, and uninvited my daughter. But sure, it's about seating. Silence. I'll fix it. You can come. Main table, whatever. Me pass. What do you want? Me nothing. I want nothing from you. That's what you never understood. Patricia took over, called Elena again, full sob story mode. Please, Elena, I'll do anything. Sophia's devastated. Anything? Yes. Publicly apologize. Social media, family group chat, everything. Admit what Vincent did, why the venues kept canceling, all of it. That would humiliate him. Yep. But his reputation. The reputation he prioritized over family? That reputation? Patricia hung up. The wedding day approached with no venue. Sophia was staying with Vincent's mother-in-law, apparently not speaking to her parents. The extended family was in chaos, half defending Vincent, half saying he brought it on himself. Then, 2 days before the wedding, Roberto made a move I didn't expect. I called Sophia directly, offered her rosewood, my gift to her, not her parents. Me, you didn't have to. She's a good kid, but there are conditions. The conditions were beautiful. 1. Sophia controls the guest list, not Vincent. 2. Everyone sits in the main room, no segregation. 3. Vincent makes a public apology to me and Elena. 4. The invoice goes to Sophia, not Vincent. Roberto would privately cover it, but Vincent wouldn't know. Sophia accepted immediately. Called me crying with relief. Sophia, Uncle Matty, I'm so sorry for everything. Dad's being difficult about the conditions. Me. Your wedding, your choice, off. He says apologizing is humiliating. More humiliating than no venue? That's what I said. Final update. Vincent caved the day before the wedding. The apology came in the family group chat at 11:47 p.m. I need to apologize to my brother Mateo and his wife Elena. In my efforts to impress business associates, I lost sight of what matters, family. I suggested different seating arrangements based on financial status, which was wrong. The venue issues that followed were a direct result of my actions and the disrespect I showed. I'm sorry. Weak, but public. Good enough. The wedding was beautiful. Sophia was radiant. Vincent looked like he was chewing glass during the ceremony, especially when Roberto gave a speech about family unity and treating everyone with equal respect regardless of their bank account. Best moment. During the reception, Isabella was flower girling all over the place, charming guests. One of Vincent's business associates asked her, "And what does your daddy do?" Isabella, loud and clear, "He fixes the internet for important companies. Last week he saved a whole hospital's computers. He's basically a superhero but with keyboards." The guy looked impressed. Cybersecurity? Me. Infrastructure management for healthcare systems, actually. No kidding? We've been looking for someone. You consulting? Exchanged cards. Vincent watched from across the room, jaw tight. Elena leaned over. Still think we should have sat in the side room? Nah, it views better here. During his father of the bride speech, Vincent thanked everyone for coming, mentioned the venue challenges, and thanked Roberto for stepping up. No mention of why there were challenges. Some things don't change. But the real satisfaction came during the family photos. The photographer, following the shot list, called for immediate family pictures. Vincent started to gesture to that same side room he'd originally assigned us. Sophia cut him off. Everyone's immediate family today. Nobody gets separated. We all squeezed in. One big, slightly dysfunctional family photo. Vincent's smile looked painful. Mine was genuine. Later, Patricia cornered Elena by the dessert table. Patricia, I hope you're satisfied. You humiliated us. Elena, you humiliated yourselves. We just declined to cushion your landing. This could have been handled privately. Like a private side room, that kind of private? Patricia walked away. My mom found me during the last dance. Mom, you did good, Mijo. Sometimes people need to fall to learn. Did he learn, though? Looking at Vincent sulking at the main table. Maybe not, but Sophia did. Look at her. She was right. Sophia spent the whole reception mixing everyone together, making sure no one felt excluded. She'd learned what not to do. As we left, Roberto handed Vincent a sealed envelope. The real invoice, what the wedding actually cost. Consider it a wedding gift to Sophia that you pay it forward. Treat all family equally, or the next time there won't be a backup venue. Vincent opened it in the parking lot. I saw his face go white. Roberto had charged him exactly what the original Rosewood booking would have cost. No family discount. That's the price of prejudice, Elena said as we drove home. Isabella was passed out in the back seat, clutching her Flower Girl basket and the $100 bill Vincent had awkwardly given her, probably more guilt than gift. Uncle Vinny seemed sad, she mumbled sleepily. Sometimes people make themselves sad, I told her. That's silly. She said, yeah, kid, it really is. Vincent and I don't talk much now. Holidays are tense. But Sophia texts Isabella regularly, takes her for ice cream. She's determined to break the cycle. Last week, that business contact from the wedding hired my firm for a major contract. Funny how sitting at the main table opens doors. Vincent's dealership, I heard, just lost a fleet contract to a competitor. Roberto likes to say, respect costs nothing, but disrespect costs everything. Vincent paid full price to learn that lesson. Don't think he's gotten his money's worth yet.